Okay, guys, so today we have the collection log update coming to old school RuneScape, which basically means we can add all of these new cloggers that we've had on our account over the years. But this collection log update basically means we can add them all back now. You know, a lot of pages over the years that we have uncompleted items. I mean, look at all this. Barely anything there. Barely got, like, some of the bossing items back from 2016, 2017. It's all pretty crazy. And now it's time to add them all back. So, we're just going to start with the random ones in my inventory here. Because I've actually not got enough bank space right now. We're kind of running out here from all the items we've taken out. Right, let's see how this works then. We just use this on the collection log, I assume. Your collection log has accounted for that item. Has already accounted for that item. Interesting. Okay, let me go here. Let's go to miscellaneous. Huh? Okay, well that's a good start. Okay. That one's already accounted for, apparently. Oh, there we go. That one works. We're going to be a bit of a QA tester, you know? It's good. Okay, Dragon Defender. Oh my, this is great. Ah, dopamine, dude. Mystic Boots. Mystic Dark. Ah. A lot of these are the clue ones as well. Mithril Dragon Mask. Iron Dragon Mask. I know, Sea Engineer's got to work overtime today. It's a good job Sea Engineer's not yapping right now, innit? Maybe try a Charge Scepter. Should we try a Charge Scepter? We can give it a go. Let's see. No. The Pharaoh Scepter does not work. It does not work at the moment. It is broken. Right, Dragon Cane. Mummy's Head. Robe Bottom of Darkness. Greater Demon Mask. Oh, here's a big one. Third Age Range Top. Oh, that one's a beauty. That one is a beauty, dude. Followed by Gilded Boots. Okay, we've got to pull out some big items, I reckon, for this next part, right? Alright, it's going to be a bit awkward here, though, because I'm going to have to, like, leave this on. And then go to this tab. Take out some items as we're banking stuff. I don't really want to mess up the layout, though, so let's not do that, actually. Right, let's remove some of the biggest ones, then. Here we go. Let's add the most iconic grinds back-to-back. We got Dragon Fullarm, Ellie, Dragon Warhammer. What else should we chuck in here? Let's chuck in... Let's see if Imbued Heart works. I don't know if the Eternal Gem's going to work, but we'll try that one. Could try Skeletal or the Dragon Fire Ward as well. We'll just see if some of these work. I might have to take off the Dragon Ornament Kit, I'm going to be honest. I'll do that. Okay. Let's see if these ones work then. Here we go. So let's check the log before. Let's go on our little Court Beast log here, as you can see. 1 out of 7. Let's see what this does when we add the Ellie, dude. The iconic one. Bam! Yo, that looks so sick. Oh, the Ellie is clogged. No way, man. Look at that. Damn, dude. Dopamine, baby. Followed by Dragon Warhammer, Dragon Fullarm. Oh, Imbued Heart does work. Does the Eternal Slayer gem work? It does. It does. Oh my god, Jagex. You beauty. Skeletal Visage. Mate, can we just appreciate some of the clogs we just added there? Look at that. That is what I call a screenshot right there. I got to screenshot that. That is a beautiful one. My god. that right there is a beauty, mate. Thousands of hours in that one chat box there. That is craziness. Absolute craziness. Right, those are some of the favorites added. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm running out of bank space here. So what I'm going to do, go to my player in house and quickly bank all of these clue ones that I just pulled up. Because I'm running out of space here. It's getting a bit, it's going to be close in the inventory there, isn't it? Mate, the dopamine's on fire right now. Holy crap. Right, let's add all these back then. We'll just go for each of these and just... I think I could just select bank all, can't I? Here we go. Bank all. Anything in there? If you do it manually, it's a little bit easier, but I think this will be working fine. I think a lot of these are like master and elite clue items, which is cool. Investigating issues with completed collection log slots appearing lower than the update. Perfect. So they're working on that right now then. Because right now, yeah, a bit of the numbers are skewed at the moment, so it's going to look a little bit different. Right, get rid of all these. Lovely. I guess we'll figure out which items are actually broken as well. We figured out so far that the Pharaoh's Scepter is a bit broken. Which is a bit of a weird item, really, isn't it? I guess. It says that, the weird thing is it says I've already added it to the log. That's the weirdest part, isn't it? The weirdest part is it's just not going on there. Right then, let's pull out some more items then. Here we go. Let's do just a random inventory of stuff then. So, Spectral, Arcane, Zaret Crossbow, Tan's Fang, Wyvern Visage, Eternal Boots. We'll see if the Harpoon works. See if these work as well. Trident of the Seas. Here we go. We'll just try grab as much as possible here. Right then. Let's see what works and what doesn't. I might have to uncharge some stuff. You can only log items when stood near a bank. Okay, okay. Let's go to a different bank just so it's easier. Guild teleports. Here we go. Uncharged Trident is not working for you, is it? Well, let me try that one now, actually. Gotta be stood near the bank. Let's see. Boom. Your collection log is already accounted for that item. Okay, so that one's broken as well. It seems to be stuff with charges, doesn't it? Oh, Fedora as well is broken? Or did I already use that one? I don't know. I don't think I did, right? Let me have a look. Crazy Arc. Interesting. Okay, so Fedora's broken. Bit of live QA here. Milady. Granite Gloves. Beautiful. Spectral Sigil. Arcade Sigil. Ah. Oh. Let's try the Zarite. Armadillo Crossbow. Big one. Tanzanite Fang. Here's a big one. Wyvern Visage. Ah. Oh. What a beauty. Infinity Boots and Eternal Crystal. Does the Crystal Harpoon work? It does. Dragon Harpoon. Big. Okay, I might have to revert these to see if they work. I'm going to revert these just to see if it works. Odium Shard 1. Wait, it only logs the Odium Shard 1? Or is it because the other ones are already logged? It's probably because the other ones are already logged. I'll have to double check that. I might already have the others clogged, so it's all good. Yeah, there we go. I've got the other Odium Shards clogged, I think. So that's fine. I had to remove the kits though, so yeah. Okay, Black Mass, does that work? Yeah, that works. Pegasian Crystal. Do I have to uncut this? Yes, probably. Can I use this on it? Zenite Shard, there we go. Right, this one should add like all different parts here. Bosh, look at that. 4 in 1, baby. 4 in 1. Green log in the monkeys. Ah, oh, beautiful. Dragon Bone Necklace. Dragon Sword. Granite Hammer. Okay, the Fedora doesn't work. I probably have to uncharge the Tome of Fire, right? Yeah. Okay, remove pages. Empty book. There we go. Bandosian Boots. Beautiful. All right. Nice. So far we got these two glitched as well then. We'll just work out all the ones that are glitching. Oh god, the bank space is tragic right now, isn't it? Okay, so where do we get to? We need to do Jar of Swamp, Jar of Decay. I don't think I've done those yet. Abyssal Dagger, Armadillo Godsword. Let's see if the Ancient Tome works. And then we got to do a bunch of these Barrows items then. We'll just go as far as we can with this. There we go. What else can I bank here? Let's get rid of the Master Scroll Book. There we go. Right, I want to see a before and after on Barrows here. This is going to be incredible. Barrows chest, here we go. 7 out of 25. Right, you ready, boys? Here we go. 7 out of 25. Dopamine time. How to complete Barrows in 10 seconds. Let's go. Go on, son. Oh my god. It's just non-stop, dude. All the carols, get that on there. Torag, play it, buddy. Torag's hammers. Guffins, play it, buddy. I'm so sorry, clan, by the way. I'm just absolutely spamming them right now. Although this is just like a firework display right now, isn't it? Right, there we go. Is it green logs? Green logs. Woo! World record Barrows. My God. Beautiful. Beautiful. 1100. Nice. Right, let's see if these work then. Okay, so Armadil Godsword. Armadil Hill. Nice. Jar of Swamp. Jar of Decay. Nice. Abyssal Dagger. Boom. Right, does the Ancient Totem work? It does. Oops. This one I didn't get from Revs. I got it from Bounty Hunter. So, yeah. Dark Totem. I don't think Dark Totem works because it's an untradeable item. I don't think I even have a Dark Totem, do I? I don't think it works. Yeah. It's an untradeable item, so yeah. Kodai, right? Let's do the Kodai stuff now, yeah. Let's go to our tab here. Kodai will grab out. Right, I got as far as here. This is the rest of the clue items now, and we're done. And I think that'll be everything. I don't think I missed anything, did I? All right. Let's do this. Kodai. Whoa, it gets you all 4 of them. Beautiful. Ah, saving the time. Beauty. Right, let's do a couple more clue ones. Blue Dragon Mask. Sourdough and Kite. Zami Boots. Elegant Blouse. Cat Mask. Armadil Chaps. The Coif, the Body. The Light Tuxedo. The Red Cav. And the Armadil Braces. Right, I think the only ones we are missing was the Brine Saber, which is in the wilderness, so I'll probably do that later. But here we go. Here is a little before and after there. So let's see what we've just greenlogged with that then. We've just greenlogged Sire. Barrows is done now. We've got Chaos Fanatic now. Commander Ziliana. Let's see. We got... I think Kraken was before. Kriara's now with the Armadil Hilt there. We got Vorkath now, obviously, with the Skeletal Visage in that. Winter Todd, and obviously the big one, Zora as well. That is beautiful. Corp is not greenlog yet, but here's what the Corp Beast one looks like now. 6 out of 7 now. But obviously we do need the Jar of Spirits, because that is an item added after we finish the Ellie grind, so. But these are looking absolutely beautiful now. And obviously on our other page here now, miscellaneous, you know, we've got the Dragon Full Armor there now. We've got the Warhammer. Obviously glad to add back the Eternal Gem and the Imbued Heart as well, so. Right, so I think when they update the fixed clogs, we should be at just over 1130 or so, potentially. Because I know some of them are a bit skewed right now, but yeah, just based on that, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As you saw from the live stream there, we added a lot of collection log slots back to the account. A massive update considering the age of this account at over 10 years now. The amount of progress added back, the amount of hours saved, an absolutely incredible update. With this update, we had a new collection log overlay come out, which is showing you all the sections and all the completed items in each one, showing your progress towards the next trophy, and also some of the latest collection logs you have completed on your account. A massive update overall, and it allowed us to log a lot of the older items that we had on the account and just didn't really have the credit for in terms of, you know, the collection log meta and pushing for those big log slots now. So that pumped us up from around 1,060 to 1,187 today. A real big push considering we're now, you know, only 13 under Dragon. Some of the noticeable ones we added was stuff like Barrows. Obviously, we had the Court Beast as well. All these sigils were not logged. So if I flick through some of these log slots here, you'll notice that now, with only 23 bossing slots to go, it all comes down to either a pet or a jar. And I think that's a really good position to be in. Because once we start streaking those pets, I think we can definitely get the entire green log boss and page done, which is, you know, the big goal for the account right now. So, for example, Jar of Stone there, And then obviously, these are all greened out now. We've got some big pet grinds still to do. Still missing the KBD. Still missing that Krilltut Zaroff. You know, these are hitting some big figures. 10,000 kills plus. A lot of hours done with the Nightmare and Next done. And then as we flick down here, you'll notice a lot of it is the pets, the jars. Totem from Skatizo. More pets and jars coming through there. And then we start to see some more green coming in here. Added some big items back today. And also the Zora one there with a couple of other items added back. So overall, we're looking at a lot of bossing over the next few months for the account. But obviously there's one grind that is brick walling the account right now. And that is, of course, the Theatre of Blood hard mode. Now, back when we made the last bank video in May, I believe we were just starting out. We were about around 200 hard mode kill count. We did not know what kind of grind we were getting ourselves into. Well, now we are just under 2,000 hard mode. Still missing the Sanguine Dust. I want to say this is becoming one of the driest Sanguine Dusts in old school history. I've heard horror stories around 2,100, but, you know, I think we're going to pass it, guys. Like, I really think it's going to go that far. Obviously, with the raid logs now, it's just missing the Olm Pet there, the challenge mode capes, a few more capes here, and then obviously the Dust to Green log Theatre of Blood. I did not imagine to be in this position, but that's RuneScape for you, you know? Sometimes you start a goal. I started Theatre of Blood hard mode because we just finished Grandmaster. And, you know, I wanted the red scythe. That took us 1,005. And, you know, I thought, you know, we may as well finish the Dust while we're here. Now we've got that raid momentum. But, you know, the rabbit holes, they become incredible sometimes. So, an update on the bank. Obviously, with a lot of hard mode Theatre of Blood, that has added a sizable amount of bank value this year. As straight away, as we jump into the bank, you'll notice we have jumped up to 39.3 billion GP. Now, that's partly for the fact for adding a couple more rares to the bank, and that's obviously from the newer releases like Huey Kotal, Araxor, but also just the amount of TOB uniques we've been adding, which we'll show a little bit later on. You'll also notice here at the Third Age Axe, which currently goes for a street price of over 3 billion GP, meaning, considering that the Runelite value calculates this as max cash, the bank is right now sitting at just over 40 billion, which is now an all-time high for the account. From the first tab here, you'll notice the max cash stack and also the current cash stack. Right now, we keep that quite low. With the Theatre of Blood goal, we need a lot of blood runes in order to keep it going. Obviously, a lot of scythe swinging. That just means that we'll spend a lot of this money on blood runes in order to fund the scythe and keep the grind going. You know, full sending on this Sanguine Dust right now. Got all of our bolts here, all of our arrows, and just various useful items that we use from day to day. You know, the Graceful, the Saturated Heart, a couple of useful rings here. Got the Void here kitted from Leagues as well. A load of the capes we're also using, a bunch of Matt's capes, a load of Inferno capes left over from the pet grind there. Sizable amount of cannonballs. I believe we got a lot of those from PVM. And also the Zuckhelm from the Grandmaster goal finish last year. A lot of this is just miscellaneous and just kind of random items that we haven't really slotted in anywhere else. You know, you'll notice it's like the cannon, some dehyde that I use sometimes for wilderness tasks, and just some random alchables that we'll probably get around to getting rid of eventually. So the next tab is the clue tab that we've not actually stored away. A lot of these kits you actually can't store in the house. And it's just also stuff that looks nicer in the tab as well. So obviously the Third Age Axe there as the big statement piece. And then the rest of it is just kind of like firelighters, purple sweets. That's sitting at a value right now of 148 mil just in sweets. So that's quite a lot. And then, yeah, just random other kits that we've not added to any items in particular. That is followed then by the Herblore tab. We do a lot of Herblore right now off stream in order to fund our raiding grinds. But you'll notice here, from the actual rewards, we've been receiving a lot of Winazami, which is in a very weird position because it's way more than the Dwarf Witch, which you don't really see on an Iron Man, but that's how far that grind has gone. We have loads of Vase of Blood. That's sitting at around 285 mil there, just in Vase of Blood from Theatre of Blood. And then as we scroll down, you'll notice a lot of the herbs here are actually still grimy, and that is because this is the amount of herbs you will receive from doing a huge raiding grind. So a ton of different herbs we can then use for like brews, for restores in order to keep those bossing grinds going. Did the herb lore grind recently on Valamore, so we got the outfit now, which really, really helps out with getting those extra doses. Incredible update. Definitely recommend that to anyone who's looking to do herb lore on the iron. Definitely go bang out this outfit first. The alchemist. I believe all you need is the goggles and the amulet. The rest of it is just cosmetic. Depends if you want to go for the collection log or not. But yeah, really nice tab considering now that we've got all of these ready to go for future grinds after we do finish up the raids. Next up, we've got the runes tab. It's a very organized tab here. We've just got all the different runes ready to go. Some of the stacks are smaller, some are larger, depending on which runes I've been using recently. You'll notice that the bloods and the souls will go down a lot, just because you use those for the shadow, for the scythe, and all those other grinds. So probably going to rebuild these eventually, but right now, very much in use. Very useful rune stack, and overall looking really, really nice. Lots of different staffs here. Obviously, a lot of Steam Battle staffs from the Zamorak grind. We've got a few other rare staffs from bossing, and then just a load of other helpful teleport items, including a load of scrolls in the Master Scroll book here. Some of these capping out at over 1,000 tellies, which are probably the more unused ones, I'd say. Stuff like Lunar, you've got like teleports you've already got for that. Mossly Harmless the same, got like the minigame teleport. So not really as used, but it's nice to see some of those capping out from the clues there. Another very useful tab. We use this every single day. Our food, our bossing tab. Obviously, the main potion we're using right now is the brews, the restores, the super combats. Also got the new addition to the Chug Barrow, which is really useful. Able to pop for rage straight away. Love this item. And just making sure that, we upkeep all of this. So that way we can keep the bossing grind going. We did a zombie pirates grind last year, which bumped up all of our wilderness food. So that's super useful for stuff like Bounty Hunter if we decide to go for more kits. And great for wilderness content overall. So we're not really wasting the other food that we can be using for our outside of wilderness bossing. So really nice tab. I tend to use these for the more useful potions. And then in our potion storage here, which is also a new addition, we just put stuff that we don't really use as much. If we need to save bank space eventually, I might just have certain doses in the bank and then maybe store away like 3 dose or under into the potion storage. Because you can actually do that now. There's a setting to where if you bank, say, like a 3 dose, it will go straight into the storage if it's actually already in there. So we could actually clean up this tab a bit, but I do kind of like the aesthetics of having the different rows of the different tiers. And, with still over 40 bank space, not really an issue to keep it like this at the moment. It's more for the look and the feel. Just a very colorful tab, very aesthetically pleasing, and a very useful one overall. The next tab is our big one. This is where we hold most of the bank value, and that is obviously because it includes all of the big drops we've obtained over the years. A lot of them now added back to the collection log. Here it is, 30.7 billion. So this over 30 billion includes pretty much any bossing item you can think of. We have obviously the same similar layout to previous years. We tend to just add the new items to the bottom and then just kind of fill it in where we can. So let's go through the old editions here. We've obviously got the corpse set there, all added back to the log today. We've got our god swords here. This one is from the Dead Man ornament kit there. That's just the Armador god sword. A few extra ones over here. And then we have all of our Zora items. We are slowly chiseling these down to scales. Eventually we will run out and return to Zora for more. But as of right now, we don't really find ourselves using the blowpipe or the Serpam as much, so we can keep a few extra placeholders just for the bank there. Got our Sanguine Torva there from finishing the Grandmaster Combat achievements, and obviously, as part of that, the Awaken grinds. Ton of spears there from our Zamorak grind, considering that one is nearly at 13,000. We've got a load of rings, Rex being another big one, so a ton of Berserker rings there. That stack alone sitting at, nearly 600 mil. Spears sitting at 250 mil. So you can kind of see where a lot of this value is coming from. Just huge stacks, all adding up and coming together real nicely here. Load of dragon collections here. A lot of these are from like Revenants and bossing over the years. I assume a lot of these dragon meds are from like TOA. Load of dragon battle axes and long swords. A lot of those probably from the zombie pirates we've done. Same kind of story with the rune items as well. Just a ton of stacks. Really nice for emergency cash. If you need GP for blood runes or something, you've got your emergency alks here. Comes in really, really handy. And obviously, we like to keep a good minimum in here, so it just looks aesthetically pleasing there. Load of ranger sets there, up to 7 ranger boots, a ton of different ranger items. Our full crystal. We obviously got the new edition of the Blade of Seodor that we finished last year as well to fully complete CG for us. All the crystal tools there. We've got our granites. We've got our revenant items there upgraded with the wilderness bosses. Ton of whips from the Slayer. Wilderness shields. Got our random Slayer items here. So you'll notice that we've got a ton of scrolls here towards the Championscape. Got a bunch of random Slayer. Zenites from the Demonic Gorilla Grinds. Miscellaneous heads. And then you'll see some big stacks of skilling items coming through here. So you got your logs there. You've got your bones. Some of these stacks adding up nicely. Dagonoth alone up to 360 mil there. All adds up. Ton of visages from the Slayer grinds. Bunch of Vorkath heads. Start to see some raid items coming in now. So Chambers being the first release pops up. Multiple ancestral sets. Multiple T-bows. Dragon into crossbows. Got a bunch of lances and gloves from the Hydra grinds. Load of dragon crossbows from Rune Dragons. Fear of Blood, with that being the current grind, we've been seeing a lot more Justy sets coming in. Ton of holy kitted items. Over 21 holy kits on the account now. 3 scythes. The Twisted Ancestral set from Challenge Mode. All the Nightmare items here. We've got the Harmonize, the Volatile with the kit there. Aldrich, normal Nightmare Staffs, Full Inquisitor with the mace there. Extra egg. Some place order rings from our wellness boss grinds. A load of the tomes. And then we'll start to see Tombs of a Mascot come in here. So multiple wards. Got a ton of light bearers, ton of fangs. The one shadow that we own in the account. Full Masori with some placeholders there. Some kitted occults from the Slayer grind along with the huge stack of 43 there. And then we're followed by Desert Treasure 2. And also Nex items. So some placeholder Torva there from Nex. Couple of Void Wakers, one being with the Deadman kit. Some placeholder Revenant weapons there. Couple of Soul Reaper axes. The recent edition of the League's 5 set there with the Echo variant. Couple of placeholders. And then we'll start to see some of the newer updates coming in. So this is Valamore content coming in here. We've got all the Perilous Moons there. The weapons to accompany that. Couple of Scurrious stuff. Some of the new training items for low levels. Few of the Raloses, and that is from the Colosseum grinds. And that comes along with the Sunfire Fanatic there. Also, we've had the addition of Tormented Demons. So we've got a couple of each of the weapons. We've also got the Burning Claws there. The Amulet of Rancor being a recent addition with Araxor. And that also comes along with the Noxious Halberd and a couple of the new boots. And as you can see here, lots of placeholder kits from the hard mode grind, the Dragon into 1, the Tome. These are the claws from the Bounty Hunter kit. And then we've just got some new miscellaneous items coming down here. So hopefully this Zit gets transmog soon with the dust. And that would be quite the grinds to put in the history books. So overall, a huge tab, expanding year by year. But yeah, it's getting bigger and better every single time. And with some newer additions to the bottom here, it is looking incredible. Next up is our ores. The rune ores have been soaring recently. Theatre of Blood hard mode adds a ton of more rune ore. Now, eventually, we plan to smelt all this into bars again, make it into rune legs, and then those will out for around 37,000, 38,000 a piece. Just a really good way to rebuild the cash stat, in case we obviously want to keep funding our runes. Now, as it goes for the max cash stat, obviously I want to keep that as like a statement piece. Eventually we could use it, but as of right now, we've got a ton of GP still in the bank ready to go. So I feel like we can kind of leave that there and then rebuild from that. It's a bit more than, it's more motivating to actually use up the resources that I have if we want to start banging out more XP. Next up is our miscellaneous and skilling tab. So you'll notice some big stacks here, a ton of pure essence, load of Numulite, trading sticks, Tockle. Yeah, just a lot of white stacks coming in there. Diary items here. A bunch of marks of grace there just from doing some Alk agility. And then a ton of bracelets from the Rev grind there. Becomes a bit of a bombshell here, just noted food. Bolts. Just a ton of resources just scattered around the bank, I've seen a bunch of teleports there from the recent wellness grinds. I think a lot of those were from just doing wellness slayer. And then we're seeing some hunter meats here just from the recent hunter rumors as well. So yeah, a bit of a random tab, but overall, a lot of different cool stacks in here. kind of accompanies the next tab, which is more for clues. A lot of these items I pull out for, say, like a clue step, or maybe for like a follow the bard step. You'll notice a lot of the items here are used for those clue items and different various skilling tasks. And then last up, love this tab. This is the legacy tab. We call it that because this has been, kind of the outro to the bank for, well, probably about 10 years now. I think I made this tab back in 2015 where Barrows was one of the first grinds to do on the account. So we just kind of left it there, It's just a nice, cozy tab. The Echo Arms came out recently. This looks super, super cool. Love the color scheme on this. You either love it or you hate it, really, but I think it looks absolutely badass. Super nice overall. Probably going to store this away eventually, though, in the player and house when they allow that. I'm not too sure if that's currently a thing. So yeah, overall, the bank has grown by, I would say, about almost 5 bill since the last video, which is actually a sizable increase considering it's less than a year ago. And I really do think we have, Theatre of Blood hard mode to thank for that. Just adding a ton of placeholder items, obviously an additional scythe, which is currently about 1.6 bill. It's just an incredible amount you can gain from doing rage, day in, day out. And you got to consider as well, we're doing splits. So a lot of that wealth is actually being transferred to like an alt account. And then obviously we're paying out splits on there as well. Let's have a quick look through our Slayer log. This hasn't really grown a lot since last video because obviously the Slayer grind's on halt, but you'll notice there's some big kill counts here. I think Abyssal Demons being one of the biggest ones with nearly 50,000 kills overall. I'll scroll through some of these here. A lot of the high level ones are there because of the Eternal Gem grind and the Imbued Heart. We did a lot of Superior Slayer for that. Fossil Isle Wyverns are that high because of the Visage grind. The Wyvern Visage back in 2018 took us over 20,000 kills to obtain. That being a super satisfying log to add back today. If I scroll down to, say, Slayer, we added back the Imbued Heart, the Eternal Gem, Wyvern Visage, some huge time-saved slots. Same with the Warhammer as well, the Dragon Fulham, the Dragon Warhammer. Just a ton of really, really useful items that would have taken hours and hours to complete. Should be a super easy push to the next rank now at 1200. And then obviously with mini games, this being a big bulk of the slots we can add right now with stuff like Castle Wars and Trouble Brewing. I know there are methods out there where you can, alt them and get those done super easy. So overall, a nice increase in the bank value there. Very nice addition to the account with the collection logs being added back. And very excited for the direction of this account. If we can finish this Sanguine Dust, we're going to start pushing for that big green log bosses. That's going to be the big goal of the account right now. And obviously that is going to take us with pet grinds and jar grinds. So some fun, varied grinds coming up. Hopefully we'll see the RNG coming in. When it rains, it pours. We'll be seeing you back with some reaction videos, hopefully when the Sanguine Dust is claimed, and also some big pets in the near future. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, guys. Give it a like if you did enjoy and want to see more updates like this in the future. And consider subscribing for more future clips. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today, guys. Always a fun video to make. And we'll be seeing you on the live streams at twitch.tv/MMORPG. Have a good one, guys.